Welcome everyone to the Watchalong. How are we all? Hope we're all okay. Dee, Matt, Teresa, how are we? Hope we're doing well. Really looking forward to this one. I am beautiful. How are you, Dione? I am golden. I am golden. Thank you for asking. Very sad, and I want everyone in chat just to know, right, that is another reminder to us all to, you know, admit, just sometimes, just admit that you're struggling. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of onus on checking in on your pals, but also remember that there's nothing weak about just chatting to your mate and saying it. Do you know what I mean? I'm in a group with a few guys recently, and I shared the last text I had from my big brother before he unfortunately unalived himself, as we've got to say on YouTube. And he was more asking about how I was than showing signs. And remember that trauma isn't a scale. I think that's the most important thing. Growing up, trauma isn't a scale. So if you're having relationship difficulties, work difficulties, if you're having money difficulties, if you're just having a fucking bad day and it seems trivial, never think it's trivial to anyone else, because trust me, it's not. But hope everyone is well. Looking forward to this one. As always, we are live, and the game that involves not my team is usually a good game. Has the game started? Ball comes in. Am I like super late? Oh. How are we all anyway? Hey, much love, Papas. Hope you're all right, mate. Hey, lag. Good mark there by Mark Keane. Sorry, I had it wrote down as 1:30. I am an idiot. Do you know what I mean? I had an idiot. I was driving around the streets trying to find a blue monster that's sugar-free. Good mark there by Jeremy Howe. He switches it wide, and Adelaide have to do a bit of defending. An absolute exquisite kick from Don't Pay the Perryman. Jamie Elliott here. Why are they booing him? Tigers. I'm going Tigers, Papas. North Melbourne couldn't finish a dinner. My day's been very good, Angela. How's yours? I rewatched the Carlton game. I wrote my review. Adelaide go down the wing. Oh, Tex can't grab it. Dan Houston takes a little bit of a knock, and it goes out of bounds. I have gone the Crows, much to Teresa's dismay. I will caveat it though, and I would be about as shocked as I was. Be about as shocked. Wouldn't be that shocked if they got up. Sorry, Teresa. You know I love you though. I hope you know that. It's no reflection. It's no reflection on my love for you. There we are, Nick Daicos in a little bit of trouble. He's caught. He gets the handball away. Crisp dribbles it down. Peatling cleans it up. Tell you what, this is going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. Very scrappy start thus far. Here is Jamie Elliott outside, lurking 50. Gets the kick away, and it's a good mark by Tim Membry. Does look good so far. Very solid game. You know what? It's really cold in Melbourne today. Is anyone else a little bit nivered? There we are. Dan Houston on the run. Bang! Goal! 6-zip. Big goal by Dan Houston to, I'm assuming, massive boos. Tell you what, that is one hell of a roost there. Jamie Elliott finds Tim Membry a plum, and he just gives it off. And Dan Houston says, thank you very much. Oh, have they gone with the indigenous patterns, Teresa? I haven't, no, but that's pretty cool if they've done that. What's wrong with Nick Daicos? That's really cool, that, Teresa. I love that kind of stuff. Here we are. Isaac Rankine drives it inside 50. It's marked by the Axeman. Riley Thilthorpe. Look at that. Can I just say, Adelaide's Indigenous Guernsey. Chef's kiss. Kick 23 goals 11, they say. Big outside roost. And it's a behind. Matt, yeah, it's growing nicely, isn't it? Growing nicely. Thank you very much for all the support, you guys and girls show. There we are. Good handball forward. Collingwood slingshot attack. Driven inside 50. And Jamie Elliott. Big mark. Hey, Luke. Your kickings are pretty sexy, I've got to say. Would I be correct in Adelaide's pronunciation is Kawana? Is that a good attempt? Don't want to offend anyone. Got to keep it respectful. Kawana. Is that how I would say it? Behind. Have I massacred that, Teresa? Hey, Tobbs, I'm good, mate. How are you? Is that how I'd say it? Gotta help me out here. Hey, Parwan, how are you? Great mark there by Thilthorpe. Goes inside. Yeah, really good, Tops. I packed Chincotta yesterday. Played a couple of games last night. Oh, Peatling taken high there by Josh Daicos. Adelaide look for the switcheroo. They go through the corridor. Deep inside 50. Cut off by Howe. Cromana. It's looking unlikely, Tops, at this stage. You never know, though. Teresa, I'm a big fan of Membry as well. Driven in. Oh, tell you what, Bo McQuarrie and Ed Allen have no regard for their physical strength. They just go straight into it. Here's Isaac Quaynor. He's rushed out of it by the sexiest man in football, Ben Keys. Fogarty keeps his feet, dribbles it in 50. And Collingwood mop it up. Dangerous handball, though. Picked off. Ben Keys, is he taken high? He is. And the best looking man in football has a set shot to level it up. You know what's amazing about Ben Keys is he plays such an in and under style game of football, but his hair is always fucking good. Behind. Oh, nothing. Simpkin. Going Jay Simpkin. All right, okay. Good cut off there by Darcy Cameron as well on the goal line. Well, on the behind line. Darcy Cameron exits D50, goes up the wing. Mason Cox dribs it down. Ed Allen. Oh, picked his pocket, did Isaac Rankine. From 45. Big time goal. Isaac Rankine. 7-7. Hey, tell you what, already this game is shaping up to be a classic. Tell you what, Isaac Rankine there read the playbook, and what a kick. Yeah, Lukey's been really, really good. Hey, Teresa, welcome to the curse of the live. Good finish by Rankine. Would have liked a bigger celebration, to be fair, but good effort. Can I just say, Crow's logo is absolutely fucking amazing. Their new Crow looks good. Hey, Slobs, how you doing, mate? You right? Look, full caveat, Par One. I've never been a big advocate of 2 elite keys. Depends what the offer is. If I got an elite small, I love Isaac Rankine, but I'd hate for us to play him in the midfield. I'd like a full-time small, but Rankine is very tasty. Driven inside 50. Oh, behind. Great effort, though. Collingwood caught napping there. You went to bed, Slobber. Fuck, tell you what, I wish I went to bed. I didn't get to bed till 3:30 last night. Please would probably play him on fucking in the rug, Clangy. Good mark there by Riley O'Brien, who has really picked up his form the last 3 weeks. Driven in. Oh, can't quite grab the mark. Can Danny Curtin? Josh Daicos under loads of pressure. Spins. Manages to get it up to half forward. Mason Cox kills someone there. Collingwood drive it forward. One-on-ones all around the ground. Jamie Elliott against Max Michelani. Michelani turns left, turns right, and drops a shit kick. All sorts of pressure here. Peatling's there. Ball up. It's always sad after a loss, chat. You're always sad, man. Free kick, Crows. My feet are so cold, I can't tell you. I've got my indoor socks on. This office needs heating, I can tell you. Slob, I think you've worded that so articulately. At bounds, no intent, and the How Dog will get us restarted. Howe drives it down to the wing. Great mark there by Mason Cox. Not paid. It is paid. Does anyone know why Mason Cox wears one sock up, one sock down? Oh, bullied out of it by Mark Keane. Not paid. Collingwood, though, they have the numbers. Turns. Will Hoskin Elliott bangs it through. What a game we've got here at the G. 2 teams just all attack. Great to see. 13-8. Good passage of play. Teresa, my Collingwood pundit. Why does Mason Cox wear one sock up, one sock down? Langy, I hope that is the fucking reason, mate. I genuinely, I will be genuinely disappointed if that's not the reason. Cheers, Teresa, I appreciate that. If you could do that before the end of this stream, that'd be grouse as well. If you could get back to us. It's just a quirk, and I thought you'd know. Disappointed you don't know. Adelaide win the clearance. They get it down to forward 50. Big foot race on here. Players just slopping around all over the place. Perryman does well just to get it away. Just quietly as well, Perryman's been a really good acquisition. Tough one, this one, Pappas. Like, I genuinely think Adelaide win it, but I wouldn't be shocked if Collingwood are just too clever systematically to negate know-how. So, no doubt more. Bobby Hill. Packed Bobby Hill last night in AFL 26. Straight into my forward line. The Dazzler. Honestly, straight into my forward line. Replaced Dan Butler. Was chuffed with that. Great acquisition for the team Pom. I think that is spot on, Teresa. To be honest. Couldn't agree more with you. I think that's a great take. Nick Daicos drives it in and good intercept mark. Adelaide gets a rebuild again. The humorously named Isaac Cumming handballs it off. Love that, Kate, Kiora. Quality by you, Langy. What happened there? Wayne Milwera and fucking Elliott looked lost under that high ball. And Milwera, dubious kick backwards. A lot of work to do. Sorted out quite nicely. No pressure at all. It's a holding free it was, evidently. Inside kick. Quaynor disrupts it. But it only falls as far as Ben Keys. Jordan Dawson with the handball. Inside 50, squared, and a great mark by Rachele, who has a kick in front. It does feel a long way, doesn't it? It feels half the world away. You know what? Adelaide do really well at playing a real bash and crash quick game style. And everyone's hair looks on point. Good effort, that. Rate that. Josh Rachele then, from out in frontish. Go. And Kawana hit the lead. Good game so far. I'm sure Teresa's not enjoying it. But as a neutral, this is what I like. Excellent centering kick, though, that. Good football all around. Good football all around. Has to be said. You know what? Jake Saligo, underrated. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it, Pappas? Calm the Crom, Mikey's in chat. How you doing, mate? You right? Yeah, Luke, I'm stoked this is in the early afternoon. There we are. Neddy Long drives it inside 50. Horrible bounce. Oh, Mayacek just can't quite grab it. And he did so well, did Mitchie Hinge. And he delivers it up to right wing. And Adelaide have a chance to counterpunch. They go long. Surely Darcy Fogarty's giving a free away there. And Billy Frampton will do the honours. Half the world away. Hey, love you, Slobber. Intercept mark again. Quite loose. Then, if that first kick out of the midfield doesn't get through, no goal. Here we are. Does very, very well to disguise a deliberate throw out of bounds, How. He has been pinged for it, I think. What's with this camera angle? Why would you zoom in on a full forward? Oh, no, it wasn't pinged. Oh, yeah, good camera angle, that, by Fox. Cheers, mate. Peatling beats side bottom to it. Thilthorpe gives it back, and a good tackle there by Neddy Long. The bulldozer, indeed. You know what? Lockie Sullivan looks like it would take 42 punches to bring him down. Granite chin on that guard. Oh, big mark from Long's clearance. Mason Cox gets the lead. Tries to get them going forward. Drives it in. Clever. It's a clever little attempt, and it's spoiled behind by Max Michelani, but Chris nearly drives it through. Don't know what it is, Langy. You know what? It would be good if they did like an explanation on what they all are. Just for uncultured youths like me. Big mark there on Jordan Dawson. Takes an absolute ripper on Maynard. Been a great game. 14 apiece. You can't beat it. Darcy Fogarty. Big mark on Howe. 5 minutes 45 to play. Fogarty tries to play on. He's cut off. Excellent gust run here from Dawson. Drives it in. Takes Walker. Fantastic football by the Crows. And that play on footy from the Crows. So good to watch. Teresa, you're a different beast during the game, aren't you? I rate it. I rate it. See a different side of you during the game. And you know what? I'm all about it. And Tex drives it through. I rate it. Hey, no, be yourself and 7 other cliches. Hey, D, it's nice to watch, isn't it? Very free-flowing, very quick, very with purpose. I think that's the big thing. They move it with purpose. Jordan Dawson's a different beast when he gets off the chain, isn't he? Got a bit grey there, Tex, isn't he? In his old age. There we are. Riley O'Brien does battle again. Oh, great handball by Nick. Bo McQuarrie gets on his bike from a long way downtown. And it's a behind. What? Is Fly wearing some posh sneakers? They look like a Converse he's got going there. They're either a Converse or some form of canvas. A lot of time for that. Collingwood dribble it forward. Nick Daicos manages to find help in Pendlebury. Daicos dances through traffic. Pendlebury has a bit of space. Great run on by Nick Daicos. I just can't get there. Bo using thuggery. Oh, incredible by Bo. That is unfortunate. That's cold holding the ball. Can I ask a stupid question, Teresa, please? And this is to chat as well. How do they paint the boots and the boots stay dry? Like, is it a special paint? Like, I'm guessing they haven't just acryliced it. Is it a special paint or does it wear off? Or is that, like, permanent? Go to some local ones, Pappas. Don't go to as much AFL as I do. Ned Long. James Peatling bursts through traffic. Josh Rachele handballs it forward. No one there. Josh Daicos. Myercheck can't get it, but Bobby Hill dances in traffic, drives it forward. Big mark by Tim Membry. I guess they get like, yeah. I'd imagine so. Could it be a shame, wouldn't it, if it just like ran out? The more you know. It did feel like a stupid question in my mind. It's one of them ones that, you know, you've got to ask so you don't stay stupid. Membry from just in front should put this away, and he does. 21-20. We have got an absolute ripper. A ripper game here at the G already. 2 minutes 42 to go in the first. And let's just talk a little bit about Bobby Hill's great work here. Josh Daicos' delivery here into the hot zone. It's a bit of a nothing contest, but Myercheck does so well to break even. And Bobby Hill, calmness, just puts it in the danger zone. Good body work by Membry. And good effort. Pappas, Prime Man United. Honestly, the happiest moments of my life with that team. I don't think that'll ever be surpassed. Haven't been so happy ever. Might never feel that happiness level again in sport. And I'm content. I'm content. If I never feel it again, I'm a content man. I felt it once. Riley O'Brien renews battle. Collingwood doing so well just to stifle clean ball out of the stoppage clearance. Yeah, I saw. He's going well, isn't he, old West Dog? You know what Collingwood do really, really well? He's just break even at contests. Didn't get much love, did Charlie West? I loved him in the draft. I don't know if you were around for my draft content, but I was in love. Half the world away. Here we are. Riley O'Brien taps it down. Should go out of bounds. 2 minutes 21 on the clock. Very, very even game at the minute. And a good game. Steel side bottom there. Doing the old move your thigh to the right because your ball bag's sticking on your inside thigh. All the boys in chat will know what we mean. Love to see it. Subtle that. Class. Handball out the back of the traffic. Josh Daicos drives them back inside the danger zone. Seen how the smalls at Collingwood are behind where the fall of the ball is and the midfield push up to be in front. Such a good little method. Look, see that again, look. They have one dangerous lurker, the two out the back, and the guy out the back, Bobby Hill, kicks a ripper. We were just praising how they set up their forwards. And Bobby Hill, the danger man out the back, big goal. Muted celebration. I would have thought Rankine and Bobby Hill would have given us a bit more, but fair play. But look at this here, look, right? So you see two small sit to protect. The midfield fill the space. And Bobby Hill just lurks out the back. Bang. Thank you. Good goal. Forward craft 101 from Bobby Dazzler. Oh, if you're trying to claim that's touched, get fucked. No chance. Can I just say, I always go on the player's reaction. Wayne Milwera has not reacted to that at all. That's a goal. Thank you very much. And we're off again anyway. Hey, Seth Campbell. I'd like a backflip. Ball comes inside. Great defensive mark against the flight of the ball. Here we are. 27-20. Maynard says, let's slow this game down. Let's play the percentages. He goes down the left flank. Everyone's set up there as well. Nick Daicos is at the fall of the ball. Stoppage. You played him there as well, didn't you, last year, towards the end of the year, from memory? Teresa, I did know that. I was aware. Did you know that Dan Houston started life as a medium-sized forward? That's what he was drafted as. There we are. Josh Daicos, right wing. He says, look, we're going to play the percentages set up. Kicks it to dead on 50. And Wilwera just ran into a black wall. And intercept mark. One more chance probably of a slingshot from Mitchy Hinge. I've heard, Langy. I heard. Vicious rumour. It's a rumour he's trying to stop being peddled. Ed Allen handballs it on quite smartly. Bo McQuarrie is quicker than everyone else. Big rundown tackle by Jordan Dawson. It is indeed, Paul, mate. Hey, Paul, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Just stupid answers. For some reason, Nick Daicos has conceded a 50. I have heard of parkour. Papas, I'm old. I'm not that old. I'm at the age now that you'll tell me... I'm at the age now, as we have quarter time, that you'll tell me a name of a band that's in the charts, and I won't fucking know who they are. That's how old I am. That's where I am at life. Ooh. You know what? My little ears are cold. You know, everyone's got like a stigma. Mine is my ears. I've got little ears. Yeah, I thought he kicked it though, Langy, at the whistle. So that's a little bit stiff. I felt like he kicked it at the whistle. Yeah, hey, you know what you want to do? You want to get yourself down to zing? Look, I got these. So these are them indoor ones. I got Star Wars ones. And Mrs. Pom has got My Little Pony ones. And they are super good. Big Freeze bucket, $10. We should do the Big Freeze challenge on a stream. So very good first quarter. Some real attacking football by both sides. What a game we've got here at the G. I'm excited about this. This looks a real good free-flowing game. How are you feeling, Teresa? Talk to me. Langy, I trust you and Teresa. There's no issues with the stream today, is there? The Big Freeze Challenge, it's for motor neuron disease, isn't it? Is it MND? I haven't made that up. So what they do is you can just do it's basically the ice bucket challenge if you're not at the G. At the G, they slide into an ice bath and they dress up. Because I reckon Mrs. Pom would like just chucking water over me with ice on it. Cheers, Langy. Obviously, I watch it on mute. I just go by how the other players react, and it felt like the other players stopped moving. Hey, Aiden. Both teams play attacking football. Hey, Ronnie, how are you? Been very good game from both sides. Pies have been impressive. Pies are always impressive, though. Like, we are watching two teams that have been probably top 3 for impressibility. Impressibility? Is that a word? I feel like there's a shorter word for impressibility, and I feel like it's impressive. Can I just say that guy's putting technique is horrendous, how much moving body parts there was up there. No wonder he missed that left. And what is that? When do you think we'll be good? When will I Will I be famous? I can't answer that. Hey, Ronnie, I think that's true, mate. We were just actually talking about your work around clearance and stoppage. You do incredibly well. I think one of the most underrated facets of Collingwood's game is, although you don't look at them as a clearance stoppage beast, they stop clean exits, which I think makes it very defendable. Why am I making up words today? When will I see my picture in the paper? Oh, poor little kid got hit in the face. Bobby Hill strikes me as the kind of person who'll sort that kid out at the end. Will the Blues win the grand final? What, this year? I reckon you've got about as much chance of Carlton winning the grand final this year of me doing this stream butt naked. Life is good and life is fine. Will Carlton be good in 50 years? I think Ronnie's nailed it. I just think we do have a culture of mediocrity. I mean, I've watched that game 3 times now. And honestly, my brain can't rationalise what the fuck we were doing in the second half. Like, I know Francis Evans and Motlop are doing our heads in, but I'm actually glad we don't have an elite level small forward the way we play him. When can I see honestly, talking to me now, Lou, because I'm angry? Never. I'm not too sure, Yoko Barry. Not too sure. Teresa, why didn't Daicos get the gig again? Because the captain this week, it was Maynard, wasn't it? Mary Jane. Well, more like Mary J. Blige in the fucking second half, mate. I haven't seen that kind of shit since the 90s. Hey, the Selwoods, my heart goes out. There's nothing worse than losing a sibling, and honestly, it's hard. Here we are, we're back underway. Frampton cleans it up. They rock, paper, scissors for captain. That's fucking elite, innit? Inside they go, Adelaide. Collingwood set up. Handball. Tackle by Maynard. What's for lunch? I don't know. I genuinely skip lunch, which I think is really bad for my metabolism. So 16-13 out of the inside 50 count. It brings up on here. Been a very good first opening quarter, so kicks it forward there. Isaac Quaynor. Isaac Rankine handballs it forward. Another handball chain. Collingwood open up the corridor. Side bottom. All the time in the world. Delivers a dangerous kick. It's beyond side. Pendlebury. Milwera comes. Neil Bullen comes to help. And it's out eventually. Milwera races through the corridor. Great kick. And it's a one-on-one. Frampton got a bit of work to do. And Darcy Fogarty wins. Lang are fucking doing this. And they're like, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's a fridge or something. Yeah, you'd imagine Selwood's gone home. You got to really feel for that family. Darcy Fogarty from just in front of the big sticks. And it drives through. 26-27. Great start to this second quarter. We've had 2 excellent attacks. Wants to play out in front, doesn't he, Teresa? He got sucked into that. You know what, though? Incredible there as well. Right? Incredible by Ben Keys just to make that awkward. You know what? I don't mind that matchup, Maynard versus Fogarty. Because I feel like Maynard's physicality deceives the height. I imagine there's not much difference between height between Maynard and Fog. I know someone will say it's 2 centimetres, Pom, but like fucking 2 centimetres is fuck all. Free kick, Collingwood. Collingwood play on quickly. And oh, it's a poor kick. And Dawson takes the mark in between Freak Pies. And they look to go again. Good kick inboard. Great mark by Thilthorpe. Pie's bit of defending to do. Fogarty charges for it. And Josh Daicos at the ground ball. And the ever effant Scott Pendlebury. Good football so far. Pie's really willing to play with the football in the hot zones. Love to see it. Good handball there. Pendlebury just finds space, man. Good kick there. Will Hoskin Elliott, left wing. Yeah, Teresa, I've said it before, though, and then people in chat, like, make 2 centimetres, 3 centimetres out to be like a fucking foot. Like, I'm 6'1" and a bit, and I used to come up against centre-backs who were 6'4". Means fuck oh, that height difference. Yeah, you see? Absolutely zero. Elliott gets a little bit of a bump on the bonds. Free kick. Mo, welcome, mate. $5. Thank you very much, my brother. You are a legend. Great to have you here, mate. How are you? Poor kick. Intercepted well by Mark Keane. You know what? Controversial, because everyone hates him, but I actually don't mind Mason Cox. I reckon he'd be a decent laugh on the beers, and that's how I judge my human beings. Would I have a beer with you? Perryman drips it in forward. Bobby Hill is so clever there. Didn't get suckered into the contest. And Adelaide just deal with it. And they look to turn attack from this defence, and a great tackle by Howe. Rankine claiming high. Tell you what, Rankine did well to get back up after that. Matt, spot on. It was the knee he got from Ben Keys. Alex Neil-Bullen drives it forward. Riley O'Brien handballs it, smothers it back into trouble. Peatling under all sorts. Surely that's high from Riley O'Brien. He took Sullivan by the head. "15 minutes gone. It's finely poised, this game. Oh, what happened to Jamie Elliott? That was more than a tap on the bonds. Ah, the old elbow. Ah. They are horrible being elbowed in the face. That's how I did this. That was a couple of elbows. Josh Daicos runs out back, right half-back flank, gets it going forward. Good tackle by Adelaide. Good pressure. What's wrong with Mason Cox? We're seeing loads and loads of images of Mason Cox. What's he done? Cameron does very well. Fends off. Kicks it inside. Centering kick. Not much Nick Daicos could do. That was nearly his first contested mark as well. McQuarrie being absolutely held in this. Done ever so well. But Peeling will clear up. They look for the centering kick and they get it. Oh, he didn't take the mark. And Pies swarm. Handball inside. Braden Maynard to full forward. And Majocek, was he chopped? He wasn't. And Membry wraps up the tackle. Good pressure by the Pies. Good football all round. Hey, Christian, it weren't the best thing I've watched, do you know what I mean? I'll be honest. It's more... It was more childbirth and my nana taking her last breaths than it was my wedding. I'll say that. And an intercept mark by Harry Perryman, who will have a shot goal. Selfless. Dishes it off. And Scott Pendlebury will have a shot goal. 35 out on an angle. I really like Bo McQuarrie, Teresa. Real standard setter, isn't he? That security guard looks really fucking happy, doesn't he? Like, he's got front row seats to potentially the best game of the round. And he looks fucking miserable. Left peg from Pendos behind. Can I just say, I really like Pendlebury's haircut. I reckon I could pull that off. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? If I, like, shave the sides? Go, what do you reckon? 0 on the sides, 2 on the top? Talk to me, chat. Good mark. You know what? Luke Nankervis, incredibly underrated. Nankervis drips it half up to the wing. Cut off by Maynard. Give and go. Takes a brutal bump. I'd say it's really 50-50. This quarter, gotta say, Pies have been the better team, Christian. Side bottom stands under the high ball for what is an age. 12:50 to go, just in front. Well, Langy, I can confirm I didn't, so maybe not. A little bit of a foot race here. Ed Allen delivers it back inside 50. An absolute splendid mark from Bo McQuarrie, who we've just been glazing this show. Been going all right, hasn't he, old Edward? Bo McQuarrie using the reverse hand technique. Poor kick behind. I think tactically the second half, Carlton were very woeful, Christian. Luke Nankervis takes the mark. They look to go down the wing and spoiled away by Billy Frampton. Great game this. This game is the kind of football I love to watch from both sides. Real game there to be won. Both sides playing their brand. No apologies. Still side bottom at the fall of the ball. Drives it forward. You notice that Collingwood and Adelaide, when they move the ball forward, it's never high. It's always flat. So it gives you a chance to run onto it. Oh, bit of fisticuffs here. Maynard gets involved. Mitch Hinge giving it the big un. You love to see it. There was a bit of needle there. driven. Oh, Tex. Off the ball. Great bomb. Should be a free. It is. And Howe says it was that prick there. Here we are. Howe gives it to Bruz. Hey, Langy, our second halves are fucking great, aren't they? Our second halves are like watching Will from the In-Betweeners chat up goals. Frampton doing an incredible job. Spawn Teresa. 10 minutes 50 to go. 26-29. It's been a real good, entertaining first half so far. Collingwood will probably be disappointed with this last 5 minutes. They have been the dominant side, not much to show for it. Can Adelaide put a dagger in the heart? Ned Long grows into a crom atmosphere of Dan Curtin and Dawson. Danny Curtin will get them going started. Do you reckon he's doing the dun 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 in the coach's box? Luke, do you reckon that's what happened? Do you reckon Ash Hansen's on the phone to Cripper going, I'll ask Vossi? And fucking he turns around and Vossi's just doing the fucking robot. Wayne Milwera will take the free kick. I reckon he's more. Marked by tags not paid. Oh, dear. You know what, though? I actually reckon Voss would be more a Jay Cartwright, Luke. Going, just like making stuff up about his career. Yes, Luke, spot on. He's telling Ash Hansen that Caravan Club's basically an orgy. My check it side 50. Hansen would be Neil, because he's awkward and gangly. No, Neil in Betweeners does the robots. Bobby Hill has a thing. I reckon Ash Hansen's Neil, and he's going and Vossig's making stuff up. Like, he's getting the stats wrong, saying that in the granny in 2001 he had 55 touches, kicked 12 goals. Fucking quality. That's made my week. Bobby Hill has a shot at goal anyway. And behind, and tell you what, I agree with Mo. Wonder if this is going to cost Collingwood. They've been on the ascension and haven't quite killed the game. Langy, they drove past Sydney on the way to the game. Bus wanker! Oh, that's fucking quality chat. Well done. Oh, dear. Adelaide drive the ball forward. If they can get one here against the run of play, could be a bit of a dagger through the heart and a question for Collingwood to answer. Frampton, great handball. Side bottom. Does well to get himself out of trouble. Takes too long. And Nick Daicos now through the corridor. Great handball. Great running on. There's space everywhere. McQuarrie drives it in. Poor kick should have gone on the outside. They're just under the cosh at the minute, Christian. Right? And here they are. They bring it forward. And the worst thing could happen for Collingwood. Darcy Fogarty gets the goal. One chance, one goal. And that is huge. It's been all Collingwood for 13 minutes. And Adelaide make them pay. And this was shocking here from Bo McQuarrie. 2 short options, took the harder one. And they just go bang, 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 goal. They were playing duck, duck, goose. Great football. Good kick by Peatling as well. Great kick by Peatling. I love bit Mark Keane. Oh, Keano. How good were Dexy's Midnight Runners? Just quietly as well. You don't get this anywhere else, do you? We talked about the In-Betweeners and Dexy's Midnight Runners on one stream. Fucking hell, this content's free, chat. Here we are. Rushed out of it is Pendles. Long tries to get it going forward. And Ned Long. Good tackle. He took that knock in the first, Langy. I wonder how bad that was. You know what? Longy's just a pain in the arse, isn't he? Cheers, D. Longy's just a pain in the arse. He's just one of them nagging footballers, isn't he? Like, he's just everywhere. Look. Neil Bullen, great handball to Danny Curtin. Curtin drives it forward and Phil Thorpe gets the better of Frampton. Looks up, puts it on the goal square. What a mark by Darcy Fogarty. Why is Bro asking for a score review? What the fuck's he on about? Tell you what, Darcy Fogarty, quality more. Big ribs. Shit kick. Well, don't know, Mo. You know what? I was just about to say, usually reliable in front of goal. Not. Well, now it's going to be, is that costly for Adelaide? 2 goals to 2 behinds when you've been the second best team. Could be a dagger in the heart, but a chance now. But Adelaide try and make something happen. Jake Saligo kicks it straight to Josh Daicos. Josh Daicos booms it on the foot. Well done. Here he is, Tim Membry. Good body work. He puts it back in the hot zone. Oh, Jamie Elliott. One-handed. Gives it off. Ned Long. Side bottom. With time. With time. Big goal. And side bottom gives them the lead. That could be, I wonder more, how costly that miss from just in front from Adelaide. They got punished straight away. Great play by Collingwood here. The pressure to force the turnover. And they see that opportunity and go. Wobbly ball there. Great body work there by Tim Membry. Puts it on the goal square. And Mayachek, this is what we were saying in the first half. Collingwood can break even when they have no right to. And side bottom slices it through. Cheers, Christian. It's pretty good. I agree, Mo. It's going to be interesting, though, because that's kind of the thing that sparks them, isn't it, Mo? That's the kind of thing that sparks them. Collingwood, they play well. They don't do well. They don't get the results. A goal against. Then they hit. It kind of kicks him into gear. Here we are. Bo McQuarrie does well. Riley O'Brien. Good body strength. Daicos with the tackle. The pressure coming now. Daicos gives it off. Long. Big goal. And Collingwood are awoken from their slumber. Big time goal there from the Crisps dog. And Collingwood, they need something to fight against. Bad times. Excellent work here by Nick Daicos as well. This is the kind of thing Nick Daicos does and doesn't get the credit for. But his second and third efforts to get that out to Longy, right? And then look at that. Good football. Pressure from Collingwood there was fantastic. Look at that. The pick-up from Nick. The handball off. Brilliant. Good football. Adelaide need to hit back quickly here. Rankine on Bo McQuarrie. That could be one of the battles of the ages. Long as he often is in the way there. And a little bit of a dumb kick there by Sullivan. And Dan Curtin just slows them down a bit. They go to the wing. Oh, Gino. Got Dex's Midnight Runners in my head now. Riley O'Brien gets the handball away. Adelaide swarm. IQ in a little bit of bother here. He does well. And they get it out to the wing. Clever by Sidebottom. Didn't make connection, but that was the play. And free kick against Sidebottom. Hey, Mo, it's such a good game, mate. You should set up like a little watch party. And Darcy Fogarty getting a bit of a freebie here. Not too sure what that free was. Was it for a tunnel? Darcy Fogarty, usually incredibly reliable from here. Not many better people as a drop on Darcy Fogarty. Straight through the middle. Game on, 38-42. What a ripper we have here at the G. And a little bit of a defensive meeting. Was that over the shoulder? I think he's paid that over the shoulder free. Bizarre. Darcy Fogarty, though, not many better drop punters in the league. Stiff decision, but I mean, they all count, don't they? As they say. You know what? No one's talking. Everyone talks about Philthorpe. No one talks about Darcy Fogarty. Lockie Sullivan drills it out at centre-half back, only as far as my boy Luke Nankervis. And Luke Nankervis looks to switch the play. Rain starts to fall by the camera footage here. This would be the best game in the WAT. I couldn't think of two better sides for us to watch in the WAT. Peatling drives it inside 50. And now it's going to be a shitstorm. It's going to be a pressure mountain. Don't know what Nick Daicos is appealing for there. Yeah, but I'd hold him too, Teresa. He's a good-looking boy, mate. Hold me close, don't let me go. Oh, no. Nick Daicos here in a bit of space. Over the top handball. He must go at 100% with over the top handballs. Turned over, though. Adelaide drive it in. Bit of defensive work. Spillage. Oh, the handball just is short. 2 minutes 48. Rankine was nearly on the end of that. Rankine, dangerous. Tries to play for the high free kick. Gets it away. IQ, was he bumped high there? Stoppage. Sometimes, mate, they've got a lockout now at prime time. But you do get like 5 games, I think, on terrestrial. I've got the, Langy and chat, you'll like this. I've got the aerial dude coming in. So I'll put terrestrial in here so we can watch it. Adelaide just build from the back there. Great little rundown tackle by Bobby Hill. Creates the pressure. Nick Daicos drives it inside 50. And Ed Allen takes the mark. Stick a pony in me pocket. Ed Allen drills it through. Oh, it's behind. Touched on the line. Jesus. That camera angle was absolutely horrendous, can I just say. That was the worst thing I have ever seen. Do you know what I mean? Worst thing. Isn't it a WA player, Teresa? It's ages ago since I did draft profile. Did he play for Eagles? That was it. Fremantle. Yeah, because I remember when we were doing draft profiles, they were all crying. So 1 minute to go in this very entertaining first half. 43-38. Intercept there by the Howl Dog. And Howe just drills it down the wing. Safe football. What a mark by Darcy Cameron. And Darcy Cameron just goes inside. Drilled forward. Opening space there. And Membry will see us out in the first half. This would be quite a sizable lead in this game, I would suspect. Oh, Mrs. Pom! Is this the only one you found in the world? Where did you end up?
I went down the freeway.
Free love on the Free Love Freeway. Membray has the kick-in of post-horse accident Christopher Reeve. 43-38 is the score at the half. Very wasteful. Very wasteful. I watch rugby league, Mo. I'm not much of a Union man. It's too slow for me. But that's because I'm a uncultured Northern English guy that has the patience of a child on too much sugar. Collingwood been very wasteful in that first half. Adelaide done well to roll with the punches. But in the end, it has been a very entertaining fixture. Two sides who play delightful football. And it is a joy to watch. It's going to be raining. And it's going to be a tough game. But should be an entertaining one. We will take a little break. We will take a little bit of a break and we will be back at 2:40 p.m. And I can't spell PM, which is a big concern. Might want to go to the hospital and check that out. We'll download that. Why couldn't we move the ball from defence last night? Because Voss has this obsession with dropping people back. Just not a very good football side. Right, I'll be back at 2:40, chat. Hey, how are we doing? I'm looking forward to this third quarter. Can't wait. How are we all? We all okay? I went and put a second pair of pants on. That's how cold it is down here. I can't tell you how cold it is in my office. Can't tell you how cold it is in this office. I think I've got good credit as a pom, but it is fucking freezing. Honestly. Coldest thing I've ever experienced is this office. Like, honestly, I hate to say it, but I think Australian houses, like, just aren't designed for any form of cold. The insulation is pish. You know what? Fair play to Jay Clark. Lots of handwritten notes. Impressive. Like to see someone who writes notes. It's a good call. So how are we all feeling? Yeah, it is, mate. It's like 1980s, bro. So, like, my fault. But this is like an outhouse. So, you know, like one of them kit houses. You know, like, I'd call it a garden shed, Langy. But it's like, you know, one of them... It's like a granny flat area. So, like, honestly, like, fuck me. It's cold in here. Like, genuinely cold. And then it's like a sauna in the summer. Like, my office is the worst. Like, I need, like, the perfect house day. Like, the perfect weather day. To be happy. Yeah, it was a real good game, Henry. Real good game so far. Two teams going toe-to-toe. Slugging it out. So, yeah, freezing this house. Freezing. Absolutely nivered. As my pop would say, absolutely nivering. What have you guys and girls got on for the weekend? Ah, true, Langy. Lost in translation. Yeah, so like a granny flat. So the people who had this house before us built this because their like nana was sick, so they could look after her. And yeah, it's absolutely, honestly, probably the coldest thing I've ever experienced. Do you know what I mean? And I know I am a pom, right? I know I am a pom, but I will say this. I don't like complaining, but I am complaining. It's fucking cold. Do you know what I mean? It's really cold. I don't like it. I'll be honest. I don't like it. So, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. Do you know what I mean? As my pop used to say, son, sometimes you've just got to deal with the hand that God gave you. And God gave me an office that is either hot or cold. So, you know what? We will deal with it as best we can. So if you do see me in like a fucking puffer jacket and think, what is Pom doing? It's because I'm cold. It's my sacrifice for you guys. It's my sacrifice in those words. But yeah, what have you guys and girls got for the rest of the week planned? Talk to me. We've got a nice early end for Pies, Adelaide and Carlton fans. We get a nice little break, don't we, to our next game. So what have you got up for the week? After this, I am going to fiddle around Got my mate coming over. He's going to install a proper aerial, so we're not too far behind you guys and girls. So they've built, you know what's weird about our house? They've built like a little pathway, so it's actually under house. You know, like the schools when they used to put them kit houses. Don't know if you had that in Australia, but we have like quite a lot of like kit things in school where they just build like a giant shed. So she walks through that. She doesn't walk outside. I love my wife. I wouldn't do that to her, mate. Do you know what I mean? I love Mrs. Pom, so I wouldn't do that. Mate. But commendable from Mrs. Pom that she does it. Good egg is our Mrs. Pom, gotta say. Gotta give her her raps. She is one of the good human beings of planet Earth. I have got a heater behind me, but I'm also a cheapskate. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really want to do it. No, she's St Kilda General. She's St Kilda girl. Is Mrs. P? Is my lovely wife. It'll be out after the game, mate. So I recorded it this morning, and then I did this. Yeah, I mean, I might do that. You know what? I might be like my Nana Langy and change this chair to like a rocking chair. So what I'm doing, change up of the setup, right, is behind where you guys are now, is like my gym equipment. I'm moving that to the left, and I've got a stand, so the TV will sit above here. And I'm going to connect that so the aerial, so when we've got the primetime games and they're on normal TV. You know what soccer team she supports as well? Southampton. So quality. Bro, quality. So we are about to begin. The game's been really good, Ben, mate. Real ripper game. I am, Mo. I am. Surrounded by Australians as well in this house. Do you know what I mean? I'm the only one. However, my eldest has got a Pom accent, even though he hasn't lived there. He's just really stolen the way I enunciate words. I grew up in Germany. I spent a month in Germany, in Boppard. I went to school in Germany. We did the German exchange. And we're off. In what should be a ripper. A ripper. A ripping tie. Oh, yeah. How cool's that, mate? And Nick Daicos takes the mark. Cameron looks like he's got himself into a bit of mischief. Nick Daicos goes down the wing. What's happened with him? It's just a soft tissue, Teresa. Side bottom dribbles a very ugly kick, intercepted by Isaac Rankine. Side bottom has a bit of a wrestle with Rachele, and we have a boundary throw. You know what? I'm multitasking as well. Do you know what I mean? Multitasking. Here we are, side bottom. Drills it inside 50. Spoiled to the ground. Rankine, as always, is there. And he drives it forward. Howe does incredibly well. Gives it to Frampton. And Frampton just dribs it to the wing. Peatling is there. Peatling gives it inside. Good little passage of play from both sides so far. And we have a boundary throw. Yes, so chat, you didn't tell me. What are you all up to this week? Tell me. Do you know what I mean? It was really good, General. Real popular as well. You got work. That sucks. Good intercept mark there by Dan Houston. Someone's lost a boot. Oh, it's Dan Houston. Just chilling. Teresa, 2 weeks off work. Oh, Teresa. Let's get round. Oh, Teresa. Having the time of her life. And the ball comes down the wing. What a mark by Majocek. Disgrace, Langy. And that just goes straight out of bounds. Why is it so cold, man? Move to Australia for the heat. Ben, mate, I'm with you. And that is Nick Daicos. Oh, Pendlebury taken out of bounds. Hey, I'm looking forward to watching the Euro final. Do you know what I mean? Very, very much looking forward to it. Darcy Cameron drabs it down. Saligo is there. He gets it going forward. And we're going to have another stoppage. I wonder why they have taken... Did he have a boot on, though, the first time? I didn't see it. Teresa's the woman to ask. Very cold today, mate. And wrapped up is side bottom. And another big tackle. Tell you what, this game is heating up at this stage. Heating up. Boundary throw. Side bottom. Pendlebury dribs it forward. Only as far as Bo McQuarrie. And we have a stoppage. Pendles just drills it forward. Nice to see. And out for another stoppage. Another forward half stoppage here. Ball comes in. I hope you can hear my kids in the background. They're having big giggles at the minute. They're playing some game with each other and they're half falling out, half laughing. Adelaide drill the ball forward. And another stoppage. Saying what, this is a proper wet weather game of football. A proper wet weather game of football. You love to see it. Neil Bullen shares a laugh. Bruz just can't get it under control. Dawson, he flips it out. Inside 50 we go! And Frampton, was he illegally held there? Dan Curtin takes the mark. Looked like there was probably a block there, but paid mark. And Adelaide need this big style. Dan Curtin lines up the kick. Oh, what a shocker. Misses from just in front. Very poor. And we have no score. Mason Cox. They start out the back half, do pies. They get the switch. They're looking now for open field. They find it. Will be a bit of an issue for them, but I think the way they move the ball, Ben, they move it quite low. So I think that kind of helps them. Does either team hit 80 points? Maybe. I mean, it looks like it's stopped raining now. I think both teams have the ability. Both teams are very impressive on the deck. Braden Maynard, he snatches it forward. Comes in. Absolutely nothing. And Luke Nankervis clears his lines. Good mark. It'd be a sad time when Pendles retires. Riley Thilthorpe here at halfway. Looks for the short kick, gets it. Patient build-up from Adelaide. Been a very, very, very scrappy half. Here we are. Wayne Milwera looks to open it up. Goes on a one-on-one. Rankine does well against side bottom. And it is paid a mark. It was a weird one, that one. I've got to say, I didn't think that was a mark, but Rankine will have shots at goal. Fucking hell, GPS. Jesus. GPS isn't installed. Langy. Here we are. Josh Daicos will take the free kick. Clears it. You know what? Teresa watching in game mode is something else. Collingwood drive it forward. Elliott does well. Oh, just can't get the kick round hinge. And Collingwood bring that pressure again. Clever by Bobby Hill. Smashed forward by Nick Daicos. And James Peatling clears his lines on his far as side bottom. Genwell, I think Slipknot said it best. I'll stick my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that makes me feel alive. Good little switch kick. Nice and patient. Here is Perryman. Perryman says, I'm going to ping this one onto the goal square, and he does. Oh, right. Riley O'Brien takes it, and Darcy Cameron Tackled by Peatling. Bobby Hill and seen out of play. A real cagey start by both sides as Hinge gives it to Peatling. Peatling clears his lines. Only as far as Rachele, but side bottom as he often is, finds a way to get in there. Frampton wrong foots everyone. Drives it inside 50. And Mayachek can't keep it in bounds. Josh Daicos just confused by the candy selling. Look at that. Dan Curtin was like, see ya. Surely that's no intent. I'd like to see more free kicks for that. You know, when a ruckman just spoils it straight back out of bounds. What's everyone's thoughts on that? Oh, side bottom. How many fucking motions are we going through here? This is an intense game of footy. Rachele somehow scrambles it away. Langy saying free guitar lessons. Here we are, the overlap run now. A big 1-on-2 here. How will Phil Thorpe do? He chases Howe. Howe's got people here, though. Good pressure from Adelaide. And Collingwood, though, happy to soak it up. Great football by the Pies. Just dancing their way out of trouble. And they are through the corridor now. Pendlebury, time. Yeah, I suppose Jen will. Have you noticed, though, free kicks change in the wet? It's bizarre, isn't it? Pendlebury gives it off to Ed Allen. Maynard makes space. Loads on this left flank. Will Hoskin-Elliott can't quite grab it under control. Does well, though. I think that's touched off the boot. Bo McQuarrie at the fall of the ball. Clever. IQ. IQ. Oh, just can't mark it, and Mark Keane manages to get it behind. Nine minutes 55 left in what has been an embracing encounter here at the G. Scintillating quick football in the first, and now we've got rain, scrappy football. Love to see it. The handball chains are coming alive for both sides. Adelaide drill it forward. How bullies Rachele. And is that high from Frampton? It is. Dan Curtin has a chance to drive them in. Nice shot, hit-up kick. And it's a 50! Oh! Yeah, it was a weird one, that Langy, wasn't it? And Rankine will have a shot here, and Adelaide need this. Oh my God, the kicking in this game, in this second half, is absolutely pish. What is going on? I know it's wet, but Jesus. how clears his lines to left wing, right wing even. And Adelaide just keep drilling it into the mixer, but there's not been no ground ball game so far from Adelaide. Oh, Maynard is an absolute beefcake. Rankine can't quite get it away. Zach Taylor tries to make something happen, and IQ is wrapped up. This has been I like these types of games, you know, when it's scrappy. Phil Thorpe, Kung Fu fighting. Oh, and there we are. We're going to have the stoppage. You know what, right? It's more your ball drop, General, from playing league for so many years in cold, wet conditions. It's more your ball drop that gets you in this kind of weather. But kicking a wet ball, apart from distance, you don't really notice it. I'd say the big difference between league and AFL is we've got grip on the league ball. Big goal at the back of a stoppage. Saligo, who is probably in career best form, gets the goal. Cremana. Cross, big time goal. And again, Collingwood have had their chances and Adelaide have finished it off. Bit of a George Gregan. I picked Adelaide, Bapsy. How are you, mate, as well? Welcome to the crew. It's the only thing makes me feel alive. Tex Walker is off the ground for Sam Berry. Will that change everything? Makes sense with it being wet. IQ tries to get them moving forward. Very well done by Bo McQuarrie. And that should be a free, it is. Hey! He fell over! He fell over! Who's your hockey team, Bapsy? Oh, Jamie Elliott! Behind. The Maple Leafs. Hey, mate. Well done, man. 45 all. What a game we've got here. Two teams that I have a lot of respect for going toe-to-toe in what looks like it's shaping up to be a classic at the G. Oh, Zach Taylor runs into a bit of trouble. Bit of work to do here, the Crom. And Sam Berry. Caught, holding the ball. It's sad, isn't it, Ben? Is it really? I did not know that, Bapsy. 6 minutes 40 to go. Ball comes in. Boundary throw. It's the only thing makes me feel alive. You know what? Can I just say, I've gone through a stage in my shop and Spotify at the minute, you know, where I'm listening to Marilyn Manson and Slipknot. I've brought it back. How good was Manson? His music, that Hollywood album is absolutely quality. You know what I mean? Quality album. Tool, I don't mind a bit of Tool. But I have been smashing a lot of Manson recently. Don't mind that, Mo. Big mark there by Darcy Fogarty in this wet weather. 6 minutes to go. Oh, Darcy Fogarty leaves them for dead. Drives it inside 50. Taken, here we are, chance. Steadies, great rundown tackle. Great football. Great pressure from the Pies. And Bo McQuarrie has a chance to exit out at halfback. Tell you what, Ned Long's chase down tackle there. Brilliant. Marilyn Manson. Rankine. Oh, tackled out. He was a musician though, was young Charles. He was. You know what, Mo? Because I love my league, I like a wet weather scrappy game. It does turn me on. Clear the lines, they do. Goes up for the mark. Frampton strong under the high ball. Ben Keys, best looking man in footy. Kicks it to no one. And Collingwood can slingshot attack here. Dan Houston! Oh, and Hinge will clear the lines. Ball! Surely it is! Bo McQuarrie with an absolute stonker! Hey, mate, Wensix, I don't mind the classics, mate. Just, I'll go through phases from my childhood. And, yeah. Slipknot and Manson have come back in the cycle. Forgot how good Slipknot were. Genuinely. Bo McQuarrie from the tightest of angles. It looks like he's gone through. I think there'll be one change, Bapsy, from who's in the 8 now. Hey, Langy! Langy, who are you backing in here? Who's James Manson? Oh, the footballer. Kwana. You know, Kwana rolls off my accent. Kwana. Just rolls. It flows in my northern accent. It's the only thing makes me feel alive. You know what? Bo McQuarrie, grossly underrated footballer, chat. Zeno, that was me thinking he was a musician. It's like fucking fair few Mansons. IQ runs under the ball. This game here just feels like it's about to come alive. Here we are, Mr. Dawson from downtown behind. IQ's got so lucky there. We have an absolute ripper on our hands here. Wayne Milwera, good little inside-out handball. Panic setting in though. Collingwood bringing that pressure. Long kicks it inside. Scrub kick. Laird finds Peatling. And Peatling has been everywhere and makes a mistake. Kicks straight to Nick Daicos. Ball comes down. Riley O'Brien. Serious handball problems there. Absolutely crunched by Bobby Hill. And that should be out of bounds, no intent. And Membry will have a shot at goal. And this could be a big lead in this weather. When goals are a commodity. Hey, Langy, I feel ya. I'm just living Teresa's evil side so nice and kind and placid usually. And then there's just this hard edge. Was that out of bounds on the 4? Or was that an actual real behind? Fucking hell, that was what is everyone's kicking going on? Mate, been some good games. I think we've only got ourselves to blame, Scott, my take. We were very poor in the second half. Very poor. Darcy Cameron has the 50. This could be costly. In a game that you've only kicked 1 goal, what, 2 in the third? Darcy Cameron straight in front. And that's kind of embarrassing for Rankine Membry that the ruckman has kicked straight and true in the rat. Good goal, 57-46. Yeah, definitely their pressure's gone out of the game. Pressure's gone out from them. I wonder if they're building for a big fourth quarter surge. You know what? He's got such a nice kicking action as Darcy Cameron. 1:52 left to play in the third. 57-46. Oh, just loses his footing, just pendles, and that opens the door. Danny Curtin drills him forward. Adelaide desperately needs something to take into the fourth. Rachele claims no intent. I'm pretty sure he punched that out. I'd agree with you, Ben. It's going to be a tough one to watch if you're invested in the game, Teresa. I'll agree with you. Standing on the finish. You know what? I don't mind a couch stand. Is there enough intent there? Frampton, that's probably payback for Mark Keane just walking under no pressure. Oh, pressed the wrong button. 10 points is this margin. 1:20 to play. Nick Daicos just ordering traffic just to shift. Been a very, very entertaining third quarter. Even though it's been scrappy, been good to watch. Adelaide just try and find that mark. Was Cox infringed? Drilled forward. Perryman tries to keep it in. And off it goes. 55 seconds. To play. $50 seconds left to play. Can Adelaide get something here? Dawson tries to make something happen. He's run down. Collingwood kick it into the forward half. Elliott is there. Excellent work by Michelani, but he's rushed off the ball. Laird comes from nowhere. Milwera. McQuarrie throwing himself round with no regard for his safety. And there is a free kick paid. Well done by Bo McQuarrie. He has been fantastic this quarter. Since the rain's come, easily the best player on the ground. Macquarie, a wobbler. And that's a huge mark from Jamie Elliott. What a huge mark. This could be huge in the context of things. 3 goals. Well, what? It'll be, 16, 6, 12, 18. Nearly 3 goals. 2 goals and a bit. That could be huge. The quarter siren goes. $57-47. Kick in front. Jamie Elliott seals the deal. And the Crom go into the 4th quarter. 16 points behind. What a game we have here at the G. Fantastic football. Hey, Double Dummy, how are you? What a quarter of football. Adelaide got it all to do. And this is it's not sarcasm, mate. Never sarcastic on this channel. Good quarter. Adelaide got a lot to do here in the wet. I've really enjoyed... Look, Double Dummy, I like these tight games. Feels like it, doesn't it, Langy? How many kicks does he have? Dodgy free boundary throwing. Don't mind a dodgy free, Double Dummy. I don't mind a dodgy one. Finally poised here at the G. Adelaide have to find something here. The Pies have enjoyed the wet weather. You know what? The random placements of AFL footballers in ads is so fucking bizarre. Yeah, I can see it. I've always been partial to the weather games, though. You know, the scrappy games, I kind of like them. I think it's like a real test of aptitude, but I see your point. First half was nice to watch. Second half is, you've seen the great parts of our game. You know what I'm sad about? I've got this troll that's in my DMs, and you know when you can block someone, but you don't because it's kind of funny? But every time Carlton have win, he's PM'd me and gone, basically trying to get me to say that Carlton are the greatest side in the world. And he hasn't PM'd me after last week. You know what really annoys me about these ads with golfers, right? Is that guy's swing was so fucking out to win, right? It could have been Elton John in the fucking 70s, right? And how the fuck does the ball go straight? Right. Like, at least get it right so it's an in-to-out swing. Hey, Carlo, been a tough game. That third quarter, you just dropped your colours a little bit. The most unbelievable thing about that Amy ad is there's Gold Coast fans. Sorry. Jameson's really reminds me about bad life choices at 20 years old. Double Dummy, mate, that was low and right. I'm sorry, that was fucking curving, bro, wasn't it? Double Dummy, that was going. That was like, you know, Sunday afternoon, you're paired with some muppet who readdresses the club 7 times. Paid actors. Despawn. Like, that could have been any other fucking club, and I would have said, okay, that could happen. WWE see it, though. It was like that. Like, bro's gone giving it the whole cast, man. There's another one they do as well, right, where they're putting on the green. And look at the girls' putting stroke. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. And the guy is like putting like this. I'm like, there's no way the ball would have rolled the way he's put it. Much love, Mo. Thank you very much for hanging around. Hope you stay safe, mate, and have a great rest of your week. Spawn Day is stupid. It's the only thing. So big fourth quarter. Looking forward to this. And we're off. We should do ad watch with Pom. Oh, double dummy, we got Subway, mate. I changed my Subway order as well. Went the rotisserie chicken. Highly recommend. We know it's a fault, mate. It's a fault. I did, yeah. I went the rotisserie chicken. Not bad, mate. Would recommend. My one recommendation would be double meat. I don't think they put enough meat on it, but it was good. Been some good umpiring decisions this weekend, Claire. I've enjoyed it. Have I got a favourite advert? I used to like the Yellow Pages ad in England with the old guy who buys his own book. So he's called J.R. Hartley. I used to like that book. That ad. That was a good ad. It is expensive for a sandwich, but I do think a family of 5, like we are, 3 adults, 2 kids, that $58 ain't so bad for a takeout. Have to say, I don't think that's bad in today's economy. We also used to have an ad in England for Squires, who were a carpet cleaning company. As Rankine kicks a goal from the pocket behind. And the advert was, this is what a clean carpet sounds like. And this is what a carpet cleaned by another company sounds like. And it's like real angry dust mites going, nah, 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 nah. That always sticks in my head. Reminds me of Wagging Skull. I like stupid ads. That's my issue. My humour's either really, really you have to think about it or really stupid. I've got like massive issues. No consistency in my happiness. Adelaide drive it forward. 18 minutes to go. They need a mark. Rankine trying to be the spark. Dan Houston slaps it into Rankine's face. And Collingwood, as they often do, drill it forward. Markine just bounces. Oh, big tackle. Rory Laird holding the ball. I vaguely remember that ad, Double Dummy. I don't know why. You know the other ad as well? Was it the Cadbury's ad? With Phil Collins' Air Tonight drum riff? Bum, 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 bum. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Josh Daicos. Oh, yeah. G-O-G-G-O. Yeah, that was a good ad as well. Good call, Langy. Good call. Yeah, the drummer. That was Cadbury's, wasn't it? I can't remember. I just remember the... Tim Membry inside 50 goes. Lockie Sullivan. Dribble kick. Oh, that could be holding the ball. Behind. I can feel it coming. Oh, it's a free kick to hold the phone. This could be game over. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Cadbury's. That could be GG's. Josh Worrell looks like he can play an absolute fucking ripping song on an acoustic guitar. Doesn't Josh Worrell, good goal by Hoskin Elliott though, that's probably sealed the game. But, prisoner cell block H. Okay. Honestly, doesn't Josh Worrell look like he brings a guitar to every barbecue? And his go-to is playing More Than Words. Look at him, look. Josh Worrell, doesn't he? If we're at a barbecue, that bro's pulling out, right, an acoustic guitar and singing, saying I love you, not the words I want to hear. Look, doesn't he? Like, for no fucking reason, he just brings a guitar. Definitely brings a guitar, I'm telling you. It is, yeah. Kate, no stopping here. But 2,000%, that's what he does. I was just saying, you know, Josh Worrell, he looks like the type of guy that would bring a guitar to a barbecue, just randomly starts playing it. You have no idea why. When I was in New Zealand, right, it was either white guys with, like, you know, that real shaggy hair, or Maoris or Samoans that just happen to bring a guitar. Oh, yeah, Henry, I can see that. Like, honestly, just used to randomly blag my head that you'd be pissed. It'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then all of a sudden, a guitar just comes out of nowhere. Never seen it before. Neil Bullen drags it inside and a behind. But Kiwis are just like the masters of it. Kate, aren't they? Kiwis, just the masters of bringing a guitar randomly out when you're drinking. Never seen it anywhere else. Great effort. Why did they not give them a point to Adelaide? Yeah, double dummy is crazy, innit? It's crazy. Voices of an Angel. That's taken high there, Scott Pendlebury. A good mate of mine in New Zealand, a guy called Huko, he was like built. He was built literally like a brick shithouse. Looked like he could like punch a man and they'd cry. But God had gifted him with a voice of an angel. So weird, man. Didn't make sense. Like, I used to look at him and be like, how? How is this happening? Scott Pendlebury wins the free just outside 50. Gibbs it off. And a point. I think she knows she's home and hosed, Matt. Wayne Milwera clears his lines. You're nice and chill. Oh, Hovis bread. I haven't had Hovis bread, Andy, for about 40 years, bro. Do you remember cigarette ads back in the day, Andy? How it looked cool to smoke. Like, I was watching, do you remember the Marlboro one with the cowboy? I was watching one of the ads the other day and I was like, fuck yeah. No wonder smoking was good. Adelaide really need a goal here. Peatling, who has been involved in everything Adelaide, drills it forward. Foot race here. Fogarty does well. Phil Fobb does exceptionally on Howe. Shits himself, though, and IQ cleans his lines. Big mark there. Adelaide really need a goal. You know what? Sam Berry looks shit since he cut his hair off. He needs the hair back, man. When he had that Matt Prittis perm, that was peak Sam Berry. Carlo, are you here? My Adelaide brother or Mike? Don't you think Sam Berry, when he had the Prittis cut, looked good? Langy, one of the weird facts of life. Lipinski's on, and Mason Cox is off. Collingwood have done the Luke Sayers tactical move. Cox out. Teresa, you love a umpire complaint, though, don't you? It's your fave. It's what I know you for in chat. As soon as someone complains about a free kick, you're there. Much love, Teresa. Oh. I love a little bit of rain. What is going on here? What's with the camera angles? You know what? The most weird thing this year is the camera angles in-game. Like, that's even before we get started on AFL punishments and things like that. The camera angles in 2025 and camera cuts are the worst thing I have ever seen in sport. You know what, Sniper Hawk? Don't you think? I think that's livery space. I think that's livery space we could use because I genuinely like it coloured in. You know what, actually, Langy? I have got the 50 here, that's stiff. I have got... Which ground is it? I can't remember which ground I've got, right? But when you go down the wing, right, it actually hides your players and it just zooms in on a tree. So I've had to change my stadium. So I'm now at the Darwin Oval, at the TIO. So, funny enough, yeah. Here we are, Jamie Elliott from outside, 50! Behind. 12 minutes left to play. Adelaide need to go now. What? What's the flag that's in Adelaide's gold square? The green and blue one, is that Torres Strait Island? I'm not familiar with that flag. 50 here for Adelaide. Cheers, Darth. They're a very solid team, Darth. Couldn't agree more. They can play hard, they can play soft, they can play quick, they can play slow. Saligo gets the goal. Game back on. Cheers, chat. I like a little bit of education. If the AFL did it, why don't the AFL do that? Like, wouldn't that be cool if we had flags all the time? You know what would be sick? What would be sick? If they painted the logos of the clubs playing. Obviously, it'd be a twat to get rid of it for the next game, but that would be cool. $71.54. Jordan Dawson can't get it cleanly. Adelaide starting to lift now. And Josh Rachele. This could be big. This gets them back within a Jeffrey sniff. This does. You know, Mrs. Pom makes me... Well, I'll go with that. Mrs. Pom makes me watch RuPaul's Drag Race. Don't know if anyone else watched that. But I reckon Josh Rachele would be beautiful if he did drag. Josh Rachele bangs it through. Oh, no, it's behind. That camera angle is horrible for working it out. He does maximise the best, Darth. He's been very quiet. He was on Isaac Quaynor the first half. And then, like, Collingwood have just kind of left him alone since then. Here we are. Pendlebury goes down the wing. Great kick inside. Myercheck. No, that is Mrs. Pom's thing. You know what? I'll admit, I'm one of them people, Langy, you know, that if you introduce me to something, even if I don't like it, I have to know how it ends. So it's a really good method to make me watch something, is make me worry about the end. Oh, I'm on the fourth quarter. Sorry, Kate. Thank you. So 10 minutes to go of the fourth. Myercheck bangs it through. That should be all she wrote. I don't think average is mean though, Teresa. I think you've got some very strong role players, and I think he gets 10% out. So, like, for argument's sake, if Myercheck played for Carlton, I think he would be Lewis Young levels. Right? I think he plays for Collingwood. He's fantastic. I think... I agree with Darth in the terms of I think McRae is incredible at getting 10% more and a system that protects them. That's good, that double dummy. I like it. So, you see, I always find it weird because I feel like average sounds bad. And I think average in life is bad. But I think when you're talking sport, if you are an average sports person, that's fucking elite. Because you look at a list of 44, I'd say you have as many elite players as you do shit players. But the teams that are good have 30 AFL average players. So they're bottom 8, 6 at AFL norm. And that's what makes a great lift. I don't think it's offensive. I see why you'd get upset about it, Teresa, but like Ned Long, right? I think bang average player in this system, very good. Oh, no, I didn't mean upset. You see, now you're doing it to me. I didn't mean upset like you were crying. But I can see why you take umbrage. But like Matt Kennedy is a great example. Matt Kennedy at Carlton, role player, just fill a hole. At Dogs, defined role, watch him flourish. Because I don't care what Carlton fans say, right? Matt Kennedy was never as good as he was for us as he was at the Doggies. Big difference. He's got a remit in which to play, which allows him to flourish. So it's a bit like having kids, right? If you give kids no rules, they'll be chaotic. If you give kids too harsh rules, they won't flourish. You've got to just nourish them a little bit. Oh, Will Austin Elliott! You know what is amazing? You know what is amazing with pies as well? What? I agree, Double Dummy. I think a good coach as well knows his players. Do you know what I mean? You protect your vulnerabilities. You thrive on your successes. Big mark here by Darcy Fogarty. You know, like Maynard, Teresa. I think Maynard is just very good at what he does. I reckon you put him anywhere else, he ain't that good. Because I think Fly has really got the pride in him as well. Darcy Fogarty bangs it through. Door, slightly ajar. Slightly ajar. £16 points the margin. You know, Darth, interesting about McQuarrie, because have you seen how he's allowed to fester in his own brilliance? Teresa, have you seen what you've done with the umpire chat? You know what, right? I do, actually, Slobber. I used to have a deal with Manscaped, and I've still got the Manscaped thing. So the lawn does get procured. You know where I stand on umpires? I 100%, and the only thing I agreed with Voss in the post-game. The only thing I agree with Voss in the post-game is I think Carlton are 100% to blame against Sydney, right? I think a good team finds a way. Slobber's questions make the live. Make the live. Fucking love you, Slobber. Like, legit love you. Slobber, can I just say, honestly, you know what? We talked about mental health at the start of the show. Just someone like you, honestly, you bring it better. Oh, big chance. You know what? A long time ago, when I was at university, a girl I was knocking around with was doing a beauty course. So she had to do the waxing. Right? Had to do the waxing. So I had like the full thing. Can I just say, 2000%, 2000% one of the more painful experiences of my life. Would not recommend. So full credit to anyone who waxes. Rachele, he would have banged that through, mate. Jordan Dawson with a chance. This keeps the game alive. Jordan Dawson nails it. Adelaide having a moment here. 9 points the margin. £10 the margin even. You know what? Dawson just ghosting forward has to be one of the sexiest things in football. We have 5 minutes 24. Riley O'Brien starting to gain a bit of ascendancy this quarter. Oh, Dan Curtin, is that kicking in danger? Jesus, I thought he wasn't going to call that. Perryman switches it out wide to side bottom. We have 5 minutes, 5 seconds. We are in the left half back pocket. Left half flank for the Pies. 10-point ball game. Good kick to Mayachek. And Pies now having to go into that little book of what do you do when the game is on the line. And there's loads of handwritten notes. And then if you're a Carlton player, you'd go into that book. And Zach Fisher drew you a dick. Good little kick here. Adelaide slowly, patiently build out. Adelaide really, really need just to find a way inside 50. A goal right now would really change this game. And Collingwood just doing the right thing here. Just slowing it down, making sure you've got a man. Have to take the risky kick. Cameron goes up and look at the Pies swarm. James Peatland, he's been in everything. He's been very good today. And a spoil. That boundary umpire looks like a vicar. Morty Vicar. Morty Vicar. Let's have another cup. Nick Daicos. Fumble. Where by Pendlebury? Josh to Nick. Nick clears the lines. 3 minutes 40. Oh, great handball inside. Laird drives a big Gary Owen up to the top square. Dan Houston. Nick Daicos. Slobber, I'm just hardcore, mate. Rankine comes out with the ball. And it's a free kick. Pendlebury's like, you all right, mate? Did Rankine not push? Clever by Josh Daicos behind. How good was Father Ted? Ah, so the free kick. Yeah, okay, I see it. He's on Zach Taylor. Isn't Mother Like the Devil... Apparently he's got biblical meaning. I don't know, mate. I'm not great on my theology. I've got to admit, Slobber. Sam Berry, 2 minutes. That is getting desperate now. Sam Berry drills it in. Oh, Ed Allen can't ping the mark, but Perryman, as he's often been today. Right place, right time. Maynard up to the wing. Here we are. Oh, the first time Bowles made a mistake. Laird gets it back. Collingwood have to defend here. Slightly having to scatter back in. Oh, Riley O'Brien couldn't ping the mark. How long have we got left? 1 minute. 1 minute 50. Rachele spills it. Lipinski, great pickup. Great pickup. One minute 30. Oh, big mark. Harry Perryman. What a great game this has been. Good kick, and that is game there at Collingwood. Survived the fight back. Lipinski been brilliant. Great game. Hey, Teresa, well done, mate. Proud of you. Proud for you, mate. Luke, spot on. Very wasteful. You know what, though? I do think that perceived... You know what? I feel like Collingwood have built that fear factor up, Luke. I don't know what you think and chat things. I feel like Collingwood build that, like, pressure that you know you've got to kill them dead. They're never truly in it, so that puts, like, perceived pressure. There it is. The Magpies win an absolute quality game at the G. And you can see how much it means to them. 10-point margin. And the Pies have done sensationally. Excellent work by both sides, though. Great effort. Big, big win. Becky Boodle, thank you very much for the $8. It's my pleasure. My pleasure to do it. Collingwood, outstanding. Big win for them. Great, great effort. Great effort. Chat, you know what? As always, it's a pleasure to spend time with you on a weekend. I'll be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, the Pomm show. Kick back with Pomm. I've got Swoop Luke on the show. I've got Swoop Luke on the show with me. Live power rankings will recap the week. The Carlton review will go up tonight. You've got the VFL report, and then the review for this game should drop tomorrow afternoon as well. Thank you very much. Really enjoyed hanging with you. Stay safe. Pomm out.